Why does money feel stressful even when you're doing everything right? You open your banking app with a knot in your stomach, avoid the numbers, and promise yourself you'll deal with it later. That stress isn't about income. It's about financial psychology, and it's silently controlling your decisions. Here's the uncomfortable truth: most money choices aren't logical, they're emotional. That's why budgeting fails, good salaries still feel tight, and the same problems repeat year after year. The moment you fix the psychology, everything shifts. Stress drops. Clarity replaces fear. And money finally starts to feel manageable. Stay with me. The first mistake almost everyone makes feels responsible, but it's the exact reason this stress never goes away. You know that tight feeling in your chest when you even think about opening your banking app? That's not laziness, and it's definitely not a lack of intelligence. It's fear-based financial psychology doing its thing, trying to protect you from discomfort. The problem is, avoidance quietly destroys personal finance progress and keeps bad money habits on autopilot. Real financial education starts the moment you stop running from the numbers. Think about it like Breaking Bad in the early seasons, before things spiral. Walter avoids facing reality at first, telling himself it's temporary, but avoidance compounds faster than interest. Money works the same way. When you don't look, your brain fills the gap with worst-case scenarios, making how to make money feel impossible. Checking your account daily is a finance tip that lowers anxiety over time, not increases it. A simple step that actually works: set a fixed daily check-in, same time, same place, no drama. Open the app, look for 60 seconds, close it. That's it. Studies in financial psychology show exposure reduces fear by up to 40% in repeated behaviors. You're not budgeting yet, you're just rebuilding trust with your own finances and resetting your money mindset. This is where control starts to come back. Once you see the numbers regularly, patterns pop up without effort: subscriptions you forgot, habits draining cash, moments where emotion beats logic. That awareness alone can free up $150 to $300 a month for the average person, without earning a single extra dollar. That's real-world personal finance, not theory. And here's the twist most people don't expect: once the fear fades, a new behavior sneaks in. Small emotional purchases start making more sense. That's when you realize the problem was never just avoidance, it was what you were doing to feel better instead. And that leads directly into the next step, where tiny choices quietly control your financial future. At first glance, it feels harmless. $8 on coffee, a quick Amazon click, a food delivery because it was a long day. But here's the truth most finance tips won't tell you: small purchases aren't about money, they're about emotion. Financial psychology shows that these micro-spends are often stress relief disguised as convenience. And over time, those habits quietly rewrite your money mindset. This is basically the Friends effect with Joey, and it's just food logic. One sandwich doesn't matter, but every episode proves the pattern. In personal finance, those patterns add up fast. The average American spends over $3,000 a year on unplanned micro-purchases, according to behavioral finance studies. That's not a discipline problem, it's awareness. The fix isn't cutting joy, it's tracking intent. One practical move: write down every small purchase for 7 days and label the emotion behind it. Bored? Tired? Stressed? This single habit rewires money habits because it separates choice from impulse. Financial education starts when spending becomes conscious instead of automatic. Once people do this, something wild happens. They realize they're already earning enough to make progress, but leaks were sabotaging momentum. Redirecting even half of that $3,000 into savings, debt payoff, or beginner investments creates real traction. Suddenly, how to make money isn't just about earning more, it's about keeping more with intention. And here's where it gets deeper. When spending becomes emotional, income starts defining identity. That's when self-worth sneaks into the equation, without permission. In the next step, that hidden connection between money and self-image gets exposed, and it changes everything. Somewhere along the way, income stopped being a tool and quietly became a scoreboard. When the number goes up, confidence rises. When it drops, self-doubt kicks in. That's not ambition, that's financial psychology hijacking identity. In personal finance, this mindset is dangerous because it turns money habits into emotional landmines instead of strategic choices. Think about the pursuit of happiness. Will Smith's character isn't broke because he's lazy or incapable, but because progress doesn't show up on a paycheck right away. If he judged his worth only by income, he would have quit early. Financial education teaches that skills, discipline, and consistency matter long before money shows up. Income is lagging feedback, not a verdict. A practical rewire that works: track value creation instead of dollars for 30 days. Skills learned, resumes sent, projects shipped, calls made, books read like Rich Dad Poor Dad or Atomic Habits. This builds a healthier money mindset because you're measuring inputs you control, not outcomes you don't. Over time, those inputs statistically lead to higher income. Here's the long-term math most people miss. Someone who improves one marketable skill per year can double income in 5 to 7 years, even without luck. That's how to make money sustainably. When self-worth detaches from paychecks, decisions get smarter, negotiations get stronger, and fear stops running the show. But there's another layer beneath this belief. Most people didn't even choose it consciously. It was absorbed early, through stress-filled moments and secondhand anxiety. And that realization opens the door to the next shift, where money beliefs actually came from in the first place. Most people didn't learn money through calm conversations or clear financial education. They learned it watching tension at the dinner table, bills stacked on the counter, parents whispering about money late at night. That kind of exposure wires the brain to associate personal finance with fear instead of strategy. Financial psychology calls this emotional inheritance, and it silently shapes money habits for decades. It's like This Is Us, where patterns pass down without anyone meaning to. The characters don't repeat mistakes because they're careless, but because stress taught them what normal looks like. Money works the same way. If stress was the classroom, avoidance became the lesson. That's why How to Make Money often feels heavier than it should. It's emotionally loaded. A grounded exercise that actually breaks this loop: write down 5 money beliefs you grew up hearing, word for word. Things like money is always tight or rich people are greedy. Then challenge each one with real data or personal experience. This is financial education in action, replacing inherited noise with intentional thinking. When people do this, their money mindset shifts fast. They stop reacting and start planning. Studies show individuals who consciously redefine money beliefs save up to 20% more annually than those who don't. That's not motivation, that's clarity. Strategy beats stress every single time. And once stress stops being the teacher, a new excuse tends to pop up. The brain looks outward and says, "Sure, but real wealth still needs luck." That belief feels logical until you look closer. And that's exactly where the next step begins. A lot of people secretly believe money only changes when lightning strikes. A viral moment, the right connection, a lucky investment. That belief feels comforting because it removes responsibility, but financial psychology shows it also freezes action. If wealth depends on luck, why build habits? That mindset quietly kills momentum in personal finance. You see this storyline all the time in movies like The Social Network. People remember the overnight success and forget the years of boring, unglamorous work. In real life, how to make money usually looks like stacking small, invisible wins. Financial education proves that consistency beats randomness almost every time. Here's a grounded move that rewires this belief fast: focus on micro wins with numbers attached. Save $20 this week, negotiate one bill, apply for one scholarship, or open a high-yield savings account. These actions create psychological momentum. Studies show small financial wins increase follow-through by over 60% because progress feels real. Over a year, those tiny actions add up fast. Saving just $20 a week becomes over $1,000 annually. Negotiating internet or insurance can free up $600 a year. That's not luck, that's math plus money habits. A strong money mindset grows when effort consistently turns into evidence. Once people feel that momentum, another fear shows up. What if I mess this up when it really matters? That fear usually appears around investing, and it's one of the biggest psychological blocks to long-term wealth. And that's exactly what the next step tackles head-on. For a lot of people, investing feels like walking into a room where everyone else knows the rules. That fear of messing up isn't about math, it's about identity and financial psychology. The brain treats money mistakes like personal failure, so it chooses paralysis instead. In personal finance, doing nothing often feels safer than risking a wrong move. You see this play out in shows like Succession. Characters overthink, delay, and second-guess every decision, even with all the resources in the world. That's analysis paralysis in action. Financial education teaches something counterintuitive. Complexity increases fear, while simplicity builds confidence. Most beginners don't need genius strategies, they need consistency. A practical step that works for real people: automate investing so emotion never gets a vote. Automatic contributions into a broad index fund like the S&P 500 remove daily decision-making. Historically, this approach has averaged around 8 to 10% annually over long periods. That's how to make money boring, and that's a good thing. When investing becomes automatic, money habits shift fast. Fear loses power because the system runs without constant input. Someone investing just $200 a month can build over $150,000 in 20 years with average returns. That's not speculation, that's math plus discipline plus a healthier money mindset. And once investing stops feeling scary, something deeper clicks. Money shifts from something to fear into something to steward intentionally. That idea, stewardship over avoidance, has been around far longer than modern finance. And that's exactly where the final step takes us next. Most people think faith and money live in separate worlds, but that separation is exactly where fear grows. A biblical money mindset isn't about restriction, guilt, or extremes, it's about stewardship. Financial psychology shows that when money feels unmanaged, anxiety spikes. When it's stewarded daily, clarity replaces fear. Stewardship turns personal finance into a calm, intentional practice instead of emotional chaos. Proverbs 21 verse 5 says, "The plans of the diligent lead to profit." Notice it doesn't say the plans of the lucky or the perfect. It's diligence, small, repeated actions. Think of the Karate Kid. Daniel doesn't learn mastery through one big move, but through daily discipline that feels simple at first. Financial education works the same way. A practical habit that changes everything. Take 3 minutes a day to plan one small financial action. Review one bill, move $10 to savings, read 2 pages of The Richest Man in Babylon, or track yesterday's spending. These micro-actions strengthen money habits because they train consistency, not motivation. Over a year, 3 minutes a day becomes over 18 hours of focused financial intention. That's enough time to eliminate debt, build an emergency fund, or create your first investment system. This is how to make money work with you, not against you. Stewardship builds a powerful money mindset grounded in action, not fear. And here's the quiet shift that happens next. When fear fades and structure takes over, confidence grows naturally. You stop reacting and start leading your finances. That sense of control opens the door to a bigger picture, one where everything you've learned finally connects into a single, clear path forward. Remember how overwhelming it felt to avoid your bank account, justify small purchases, or tie your worth to a number on a screen? That feeling didn't come from lack of intelligence or effort. It came from patterns you were never taught to question. Now, you've already started breaking that loop. You understand your financial psychology, you see how money habits compound, and you know that clarity, not luck, is what creates real control in personal finance. At this point, the next move is yours. Are you going to keep reacting emotionally, or will you start acting intentionally? If this made sense to you, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss finance tips that can genuinely transform how you think, earn, save, and invest. This channel exists to make financial education simple, practical, and actually usable in real life. Now here's where everything ties together. If you're ready to go deeper and apply this with structure, I put together something powerful: holistic health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life. Inside, you'll learn exactly how to build a strong money mindset, eliminate emotional spending, create passive income streams, reduce debt without overwhelm, and stay mentally clear even under financial pressure. It's designed for real people, not finance experts. If you feel that pull to finally take control, click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today. It's your time. Check out the material in the pinned comment and give yourself the tools to turn everything you just learned into lasting results.